My girl called me a broke ass in front of everyone. Too bad she didn't know the Lambo she was leaning on. Yeah, that's mine. When my girlfriend walked out of the dorm, she saw me standing near a Rolls Royce. She shoved me away with disgust. Get away from my baby's car, you pathetic loser. Don't you dare dirty it. I was stunned, but before I could speak, a guy came up from behind and wrapped his arm around her waist. Dude, no need to stare at my car, he smirked. You weren't born with it, and you'll never own one in your life. As I watched them stand there together, it finally clicked, I'd been played. My girlfriend didn't even try to deny it. I only dated you to get my papers written. No need to pretend anymore. We're done. Then she got into the Rolls with the guy, cuddled up to him like I never existed. I stood frozen, then calmly took out my phone. Hi, I'd like to report a stolen car. My $15 million Rolls Royce. Wendy had been ignoring me all summer. I figured I'd surprise her with a gift on the first day back. As I arrived at her dorm, I saw a familiar car parked outside. My car. I was puzzled. It had just gone in for a wash. While I circled it, Wendy came out, clearly annoyed. Can you not gawk at someone else's car like that? How embarrassing. Before I could explain, a guy pulled her close and kissed her in front of me. He sneered. Didn't you say you broke up with this loser already? Why is he still hanging around? I stared, speechless. Wendy shot me a cold glance. This is what a loser looks like. He just can't take the hint. Seeing me glance at the car, the guy laughed again. Bro, you'll never touch a car like this. Ever. Wendy smiled in a way she never did with me. Don't get too close. I don't want you dirtying my baby's car. He shrugged. It's fine. Let him look. If he scratches it, I'll just buy a new one. I've got more money than I can spend. I pointed at the car. You're saying that's yours? He pulled out the key fob and started it remotely. Got the keys, don't I? If it's not mine, whose is it? Yours. That's when I realized he must have grabbed my keys at the car wash. I nearly revealed my identity but held back. Having the key doesn't mean it's yours, I said. That car belongs to the heir of Hasan City's wealthiest family. He interrupted. Shoo, don't tell anyone. I hate attention. But yeah, you got me. I'm Xavier Chambers, the heir. Gasps from the students around us. Wendy looked smug. We're adults now, Zachary. If I don't reply to your texts, it means I've dumped you. You're not good enough. I laughed. Wendy, did you forget you were the one chasing me in the first place? She flinched but quickly snapped back. I only agreed to be your girlfriend so you'd write my papers. You think I could fall for someone like you? I asked. So this is all because of him? Wendy rolled her eyes. No, it's because you're cheap. You always took me to so-called private restaurants and claimed they were run by Michelin chefs. Harvey takes me to real places, members-only spots you could never afford. I glanced at the car. I'd left restaurant memberships and prepaid cards in the glove box. No doubt he used them to treat her. She kept mocking me. I ignored her and called my professor. Professor Lewis, I need to update my submitted paper. Please remove the second author. I wrote it alone. The moment I hung up, Wendy panicked. You can't do that. Without that paper, I won't graduate. I looked her in the eye. Or what? You'll break up with me again? She almost cried, clinging to Xavier. Baby, what do I do? I need that paper. Xavier pulled out his phone. I'll give you $5,000 if you put her name back on. I chuckled. $5,000? That's it? Aren't you supposed to be rich? Try $500,000. His face darkened. No way a valet could cough that up. He turned to comfort Wendy. Babe, we don't need that diploma. We're rich. I'll never look down on you. Wendy nodded, pretending not to care. You're right. Who needs a degree? Only poor people do. Students around us booed. She snapped back. What? If you graduate, you'll still end up working for us. One student joked. Really? Then why does your baby only think you're worth $5,000? Wendy scoffed. He's just being kind. He could drop millions if he wanted. He just doesn't think losers like you deserve that much. Xavier stepped forward and slapped my face lightly, smirking. You think your education makes you better? Once you graduate, you'll still be working for someone like me. One meal for me costs your whole family a year's salary. I shoved his hand away and said coldly, then you two better stay together. Forever. Wendy grinned, rubbing her stomach. Oh, we will. I'm already carrying Harvey's baby. Xavier laughed. Jealous? Wendy said you never got further than holding her hand. You'll never know how hot she really is. Wendy nodded smugly. After you held my hand, I had to scrub it raw. It still feels gross. She left with Xavier, not even glancing back. I watched them go, not stopping them, not exposing the truth. But I did wonder, what if Wendy finds out I'm the heir to Hasan's fortune, not Xavier? Would she regret it so much? She'd want to die. The next day, I went back to Wendy's dorm and waited. It was already late afternoon when she finally returned, still wearing the same clothes from the day before. She looked drained, exhausted. Just seeing her face told me last night hadn't been easy. The moment she saw me, she rolled her eyes and snapped. Don't you know when to quit? I told you, we're done. I have a boyfriend now. We're never getting back together. Get it? I nodded calmly. I get it, but I'm not here to win you back. That caught her off guard. Then what are you doing here? I held up a few sheets of paper. Since you said yesterday that you never loved me and we're officially over, I figured it's only fair you return the gifts I gave you. This was the real reason I didn't expose Xavier yesterday. I'm not the kind of guy who walks away with nothing. I believe in payback. Wendy snatched the papers out of my hand. I grabbed her wrist just as she was about to toss them and spat. You're pathetic. Can't even let go after a breakup? You're a sore loser. The stuff you gave me was trash anyway. Then she actually looked at the papers and froze. Wait, these gifts cost how much? Hundreds of thousands? Her voice cracked. You're lying. There's no way you could afford all this crap. You poor loser. They're fake. You're trying to scam me. I swear, I'll call the cops and have you arrested. I calmly pulled out the receipts. These were all purchased from luxury brand stores. Not fakes. The only reason you thought they were is because you can't tell real from fake. I looked her in the eye. I never hid who I was. I just never flaunted it. Wendy tossed the papers into the trash like it meant nothing. Real or fake, I don't care. What you gave me is mine now. I'm not giving anything back. Call the police if you dare. My boyfriend's loaded. We'll lawyer up and make you pay. I didn't flinch. If that's your final answer, fine. I won't call the cops, but I will release all our chat logs online. Let everyone see who you really are. I started to leave. Wendy suddenly panicked. Wait, she gritted her teeth. I'll pay you. Exactly as I predicted. Between $500,000 and being the daughter-in-law of one of the richest men in the country, Wendy obviously valued the latter more. She called Xavier right in front of me. Babe, I'm not feeling well after last night. I think I need to go to the hospital. Can you transfer me some money? Maybe. $500,000? There was a long silence. Then Xavier's voice exploded through the speaker. Wendy, are you serious? I thought you loved me for me, not my money. You're asking me for $500,000 like it's nothing. What does that make you? If you're that kind of person, maybe we're done. Wendy stuttered. No, I was just kidding. I feel fine now. I gotta go to class. She hung up, then glared at me with venom. I didn't say anything. I just stood there and waited. Finally, she gave in and started tapping her phone. From the way she was sweating, I could tell she was taking out a loan. After what felt like forever, she transferred $400,000. That's all I've got, she hissed. You never told me those gifts were real. This is partly your fault. I smiled. Fair enough. She muttered, you'll regret this, and stormed into her dorm. As soon as she disappeared, I pulled out my phone and made a call. Hi, I'd like to report a stolen vehicle. A car worth about $15 million. Because of the car's value and GPS tracking system, it was found almost immediately. I followed the police's directions to the station. Not long after, Xavier pulled up, with Wendy in the passenger seat. Still clueless, Wendy stormed out and slapped me. Zachary, I told you we're done. What do you want from me? Then she grabbed a nearby officer's sleeve, desperate. Officer, I swear, Zachary and I broke up clean. He gave me those gifts willingly. Now he's making a false report to get back at me. Arrest him. The officer stepped between us, irritated. Ma'am, you need to calm down. Hitting someone at a police station is illegal. Wendy barked. Do you even know who I am?